Mr. Chairman, I want to follow up on that point with Secretary Lew, because I'm in agreement that we have in Congress been the strongest on sanction type of legislation, whether it relates to the nuclear activities of Iran or whether it relates to their terrorism or their missile program. And whether it's the Obama administration or the Bush administration or any previous administration, they prefer to act on their own rather than having Congress provide the framework. But in reality, it's worked to America's advantage, and it's given us a strong position to go internationally to get sanctions imposed. So it's worked. Bottom line, the system has worked for U.S. leadership. So, Secretary Lew, I am concerned, and I started with this question. I'm going to come back to it. Paragraph 26 says we will refrain from reintroducing or reimposing the sanctions that have been terminated. And you've gone through some of the things we can do for non-nuclear related activities. But if it's an institution, say the Central Bank of Iran, that is getting relief under this JCPOA, and we have clear evidence that they've been involved in sanctionable activities that are non-nuclear related, can we sanction them under this agreement?
Absolutely. Senator Cardin, I've tried to be clear. If there are non-nuclear sanctions being imposed, we have retained all of our rights.
Including an institution has been...
Including institutions that are delisted. It just can't be a pretext to put back nuclear sanctions.
I agree with that. I understand. If we have clear evidence that Iran has used its crude oil sales in a way that has furthered non-nuclear sanctionable type of activities, can we go back to the crude oil issue if we have clear evidence that that would further provide relief in regards to a non-nuclear activity?
I think in principle we have not taken any of the means that we have of applying economic pressure off the table for non-nuclear purposes.
So it could be sectorial to the types of relief that they've received under this agreement?
It would have to be justified based on a non-nuclear basis.
Okay, that's very helpful, and we are going to be free to have some interesting discussions as we move forward. Second point, and this is to Secretary Kerry quickly. I'm very happy to hear you say about our strong commitment in the region. The security issues are changing. They're changing for Israel. They're changing for our allies. No question with ISIS in North Africa and Syria, in addition to Iran. You'll just quickly, how we are committed to making sure that Israel is secure in that region with a true and trusted partnership with the United States to meet any challenge that they may confront as a result of the changing circumstances.
Thank you, Senator. First of all, I begin by saying that I'm proud that I had a 100% voting record for 29 years here on the subject of Israel. And I have worked as hard as anybody here, I think you know, over the last years to try to meet these needs with respect to the peace and stability demands for Israel. We are completely, I think it's fair to say that even with this disagreement, we are constantly in touch and working with the intel community, with their folks, and we continue to dialogue about the threats to Israel. We understand those threats. They are real. They're existential. And there's no debate in this administration whatsoever about our willingness to commit anything and everything necessary to be able to provide for the security of Israel. Now, we believe that security of Israel will also be enhanced by not only this agreement, but by bringing the Gulf states together in a way that can deal with some of the problems of the region, and particularly Daesh, Assad, Syria, and so forth. And that's very much on our agenda at this point in time.
Thank you. I'll yield back my time.